Hey, what's up everybody? So in this video we're gonna do another video of editing a picture, or try to edit a picture in Lightroom and Photoshop using the ROG Ally. The reason we're gonna do a part 2 is because a few people comment saying that the reason Lightroom and Photoshop crashed is because I was using the Canon R5 big files, the RAW for photos, which it could be true, but I doubt it. So here we're gonna try the JPEG. I think it's a 22 megapixels, and then I also shot a 12 megapixel. So we can gonna try both of them to see if it does make a difference on the file size. I don't think it will. I think it has to do with the software itself of Lightroom and Photoshop. So let's give that a try and see how that works. So at first we're gonna try with we're using Lightroom. Since I think it's gonna be easier. By the way, I'm using Lightroom Classic. I'm not using the other one. So the file size are 45 megapixel, 22 megapixel, and 12 megapixel. So as you can see, even the size of megabytes, it was lower too. So we're gonna see a megapixel size and data size too. Data size is really small. So as you can see here on the details too, the size too is this is a little bit different. So let's start with the first one first. So this one is gonna be a quick video, and what we're gonna do is we know that we can edit basic like the exposure, highlights, shadows, and all that. That wasn't the problem that we had. The problem that we had it was when we use the AI and using the selecting the subject. So to give it a better chance, we're gonna go to the operating mode to turbo, which is 25 watts. So it's the maximum that it will go on battery. If you plug in, it can go to 30 watts, but I don't think 5 watts it will make a difference. So if it does work with 25, maybe with 30 watts it make it a little bit faster. But so we're gonna try with the smaller file first, just to make this video even faster. So if it doesn't work with this one, with the 12 megapixel, I think it was 5 megabytes. If it doesn't work with that, I don't think it's gonna work with the other one, so I'm not gonna waste your time. So let's go ahead and try it out here and select the subject to see if it does the same thing as last time, that it crash or it does work. And I think it crashed again. So as you can see, it did crash the Lightroom. Right now it went blank. It didn't completely crash, it looks like, but I cannot see the picture. So it's loading right here. I don't know if I'm gonna give it some time to see if it needs time to load or if it's not gonna work. So right now, if I try to click on the picture, it doesn't let me do anything. It just got this wheel here like loading. It's reading everything here on the colors. So obviously it's reading information, but it's not showing me anything besides a white photo. So I'm gonna click subject use for fun and see if it does get stuck now or it does fix it. It hasn't crashed. Okay, so now it did crash. So now say something went wrong. There was an unexpected error, and your request could not be completed. So as a figure, it didn't have anything to do with the picture. It's more the software that the ROG Ally cannot handle it. So just for fun, let's go ahead and try the Photoshop, and that way you cannot say I didn't try it out. So let's go ahead and open Photoshop, and let's try that. So again, we're gonna try the smaller file, which is 2 megabytes. That should be the 12 megapixel size, which is JPEG, which is the smaller. You can get an 8 megapixel JPEG, but at that point, I don't think nobody's gonna really want to shoot 8 megapixel when you have a expensive camera. So let's just try 12 megapixel use for fun to see if it does work on Photoshop. The same thing we know as Lightroom, the changing the color, the exposure, the saturation, and all that, it does work fine. A little slow, but it does work fine. But when it comes to the more complicated stuff, I don't think you will be able to do it. But let's try it out. So I'll click on select subject, and as right now it's froze again. So as you can see, it kind of the little crash again. Um, my screen went blank. It's kind of showing me the picture, but for some reason, like it loads what it's supposed to be doing. Because as you can see here, let me select what I need to be doing, but I cannot see the photo. So I don't know. Again, it needs to be optimized to handle something like this. If I click the select, it does work. Now let's put remove background to see if that makes a difference. Oh, so it did work. It did remove the background. Here's my picture. So if you want to remove something quick, um, like remove your background from the subject, I guess you're able to do it here. So I'm surprised that actually worked. Um, let's try the bigger type picture to see if that makes a difference. I'm curious to try it out. But right now we're gonna go with the bigger photo, which is the 45 megapixels, to see if it can handle it. Remove background to see if it does make a difference. It does. It does it. It honestly this time it did it really quick. So as right now we're being more successful on Photoshop than Lightroom. So Photoshop seems to be a little bit more friendly. It hasn't completely crashed. As you can see here, we're gonna keep playing with the bigger file. And one thing I want to try it out is the content aware to see if I can remove this and how good does it do if it is something that we can do. So I selected this object right here and see if I can use the content aware and see if it does work. I know that I use a lot of power, so let's see if it does work. Here it is, content aware. So it's learning. Wow, it actually does work. So when it comes to removing objects, it seems to be working fine. Obviously, we're not gonna try to do a perfect job here, but we're gonna try put OK and see it did work. It did it. It actually did it. So I'm surprised actually how fast it's working. So I don't know what happened last time. So I cannot think of anything else that I can try but select the subject. That's the one thing that it seems to be having the problem. Besides that, we are able to do pretty much anything else as right now. So right now we're just gonna, like I said, we're gonna try again the select subject and see how that works. Wow, it did work. So this time it selected this, it selected the main object. Wow, so we were able to select the subject, and I guess it does matter if the file size still Lightroom it doesn't work because as you saw that it just went blank. Photoshop it seems to be working fine. Um, it's a little slow, but it's workable. So I guess we can say that um, it did pretty good. So in order to conclude this video, I guess we can say that you can edit a JPEG picture in Photoshop. Lightroom is basic. A JPEG picture is gonna perform better than a RAW picture because of the file size and obviously all the data. Because even the ROG, I cannot hear the fans turning on that bad like it did last time. Last time it was turning like it was turning on a lot more times there. Right now he's heard it one time, and it was because it was trying to do something, it seems a little bit complicated for it. Besides that, it looks like it can handle it. So I hope you find this video helpful, and thanks for watching.